Hi guys, I wish to take you through Visual Basic on how to create a student management system. Basically, what we shall be learning today is to create the following program, and what the program does, you can take the roll number of a student like 7,000, then you take the name of the student, like now the student is Don Gichai Jr. Then you take the address like 34 that one Nyeri. Then phone number, you type the phone number of the student that way. Then you choose the student is male. Then you can choose the date, like now you can choose 14th of December. Then department, like for instance, department is computer science. Therefore, once you choose department, the units will be stated here. If you choose a different department like civil engineering, you see different courses will be enumerated. Then after doing that, you can choose a unit. Then I can choose semester, like I can choose semester 4. Then from there, I can upload the student photo. Like I can go to where my photos are, then take my student. Like now, for example, this is done. You click on open. Let's choose the one with smaller pixels. Like for example, just scroll, choose this one. Hopefully it has more that way. Then once you do that, you just save the record. Therefore, you will get data is saved where. Then after doing that, you can just refresh, and then for instance you can opt to add another member in the same system. This is for 4500. This is Janet James. Then the address of Janet is that one, Nairobi. Then the phone number, you can key in the phone number of Janet. Then Janet is female. Then date of birth, you can choose from here. This is just for demonstration purposes. Then you choose she is from software engineering. Then for example, software engineering have not put, let's go to computer science, BBIT. Then choose semester 4. Then upload the photo. This is you can take this one as Janet that way. Then once you do that, you can now hit on save. Then you'll be in a position to see that my details have been saved. Therefore, when I refresh this one, you can be in a position to see that my system is working. Data is being displayed just like I would wish it to be displayed. Therefore, this is what I will be taking you through. That is in Visual Basic. And still, you can be in a position to find a record. Like now, we have 4500. You hit on find. Therefore, you can see this is Janet. Like now, 7000. You can hit on find. Then you see this is Don Gichai Jr. Therefore, let's start on creating this system together. We shall create this one from scratch. And therefore, you just launch Visual Basic. Once you launch Visual Basic, you go to standard.exe, then open. Then we shall be working on our form. Therefore, this is our form here. From here, we need to populate the property sheet here. This is where we shall be doing our stuff, and that means we shall be in a position to change whatever we want. Like for example, for this form of ours, we can just come to this point and start and write student management system using VB. Then after doing that one, we shall be in a position to create the graphical user interface, and our graphical user interface will be guided by our access database. Therefore, we can just go to start, then open our access then we just go to new, then blank database. Then in our blank database, we just go to desktop, we create a new folder. We can call it our student MIS. Then we click on OK. Then this database of ours, we can just call it profile table. This profile TBL. Then we just click on create. Then after doing that one, we need to have the feeds here. Therefore, you can just go to design view, and then once we are in design view, we can create our row number, that is our primary key. Then you can go ahead and create name. Then you can go and create date of birth. You can go ahead and create gender. You can go ahead and create department. Then you can create course. You can also go ahead and create semester. You can also go ahead and create address. Then we can create the phone. Then we can talk of the photo. Now, when you talk about the photo, we need to store the URL or the address to the photo. Therefore, this one we need to have it as memo, should be bigger. Then this table of ours, you can just call it profile. That way, profile. Then you just click on that is, we can create, you can call it profile. That's sort of I think is fine. We just click on OK. Then this is our database where data will be kept. Remember, it is in our database. Then from here, we need to create the GUI, that is the graphical user interface. You can just change this color here to a different color, then save it. Therefore, we need also to save this project of ours to the same folder. Therefore, we go to desktop, then we get our folder, our student MIS, double click. Therefore, this is our form. We can just call it our form student profile. That is the name of our form. Then our project is student pro. You can call it student pro. Then now from here we need to go and create our graphical user interface, and therefore for that case we can start by creating drawing the label. I think the best thing is to give it a framework. Therefore you can have a framework here. Then from here we drop our text box 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 4 text boxes. Therefore we can just align them there the way we have them. That way we can arrange them in terms of, we have 1, then followed by second one, followed by the third one, followed by the fourth one. Then we also need to be space economic. Therefore, these are our text boxes. This is where we shall have our name, we shall have our date of birth, such. Therefore, we have that one. Then, after having that one, we need to also include 3 combo boxes. Therefore, 1, 2, 3. We have combo boxes. Therefore, we have 1 combo box there for the semester. We have the second one there for the course. Then we have the third one there for that is for the department. Then after doing that, we also need to include date of birth, and therefore you need to go to project. Then you can just go to references. Then you need to add some features or some references that you shall be using for reference, that is for connectivity and such. Therefore you just scroll to Microsoft, this one, Microsoft ActiveX Data Object 2.8, or you can select 6.0 or 6.1 depending on the Windows. Then we go back project, we go back to components. We need to add components that we shall be using throughout our project, and therefore we can include ADO, this one ADO. You can also include this one common dialog, this one we shall be using this one, also that one. Then we just go down to Microsoft Windows. We shall also need some components. You just make sure you have Microsoft Windows Command Control. This is 6.0. This one, make sure this one is ticked. Then you hit on apply, then close. Now once you do that, you realize that there are some let's increase this one. There are some controls that have been added here. For instance, we have added the date picker, and therefore we can just draw the date picker here. This is for the year of birth. We have also included another one called common dialog. This one will be used, you can just draw it here. We shall use that one for photo, to display the photo for the student. Therefore, make sure you are very keen on how I am doing it. Then from there, you take the picture box. This is the picture box for the student. You can draw the picture box here. This one you can just bring it here, it will not be displayed. Then from there we can now put on the labels. We have the labels there. Therefore this one is, now we can have this one as the name, that is the roll or the number, or the roll number, the way you would like it to have. We can just have the roll number. Then after having the roll number here, that way we can also have another label. We have 4 labels here. Therefore we can bring that one, can bring that one, can bring that one there. Then we shall be in position to name them accordingly, the way we want them displayed. Therefore you shall have that one. Then this one here, this is the name of the student. This is the name of the student. You have the name of the student. Then we also have the we have not the gender. The gender, we shall use these ones. Therefore you can bring these ones here for the gender. Option 1 and option 2. This one will be for the gender. Therefore the 4th one here, we can have the name, telephone number, address. Therefore this can be the phone number. Then this one can be the address of the student, that way. Then after having done that, we shall have the gender somewhere here. This is option 2, this is option 1. Therefore just go to caption. The first one is male, the second one is female. Therefore those are the ones that you shall be using there. Then you can have 1, 2, 3, 4. We can copy, then paste. Therefore after doing that, you can just bring them here. You can bring them here. You can bring them there. Good. Therefore this one is this was the roll number. Now it is we can have it comp 1 as department. Therefore this is department. Can you just call it department in short. Then this one is the course. Then this one is the semester. the semester that way. Then this one is the date of birth, DOB, that is the date of birth of the student. Therefore, after having done that, we remove this color here. We highlight all of them holding shift or control. Then you just go to back color here. You can assign the same color you have assigned the background. Then still go to font, then bold. You can have it as 8 but bold that way. Therefore you can see now it looks nice. You can still do the same to this. Go to back color of the system, then you can remove that one. Good. Therefore there we are. We can make it bold to make it better that way. Then we are still developing our GUI. Therefore we save this one. Then if I run, this is what I have so far. This is what I have. This is what we have so far. But we also need to make sure that this one is not displayed. And therefore you can just close that one. We need that one. Then you can also set how our windows will be displayed. Windows state here. We can have it as maximized so that when we run, it is automatically maximized that way. Then after having that one, we need again now to put the buttons that we will be using. Therefore you just come to this point, you hit this button, command button. Therefore you can draw the command buttons that we shall be using. We need several. Therefore you can draw them using drag and drop that way. You can still have several drawn on our system. Yeah, that way we draw the second rust. Yeah, we drew the rust one now. Therefore, you can draw the rust button here. Yeah, that way. We shall name them as we proceed. Therefore, we shall make sure that these ones are emptied. You just come to this point here. Text, when we are in this point. When we are in this point here. Okay, this point, you can just click on text where the text box is. Just go to where text is this way. And then you backspace. You click, you backspace. You click, you backspace. See what I'm doing? You click, you backspace. Therefore, for that case, you'll have no text inside here. For this one, you backspace. You can also backspace that one. You can also make sure that you have backspaced that one. Therefore, when you do that one, you'll be in a position to make sure that when I run this one, these ones are blank. Only the date picker that will have the. Okay, therefore, let's go on and continue. I want us to rename this one now. Like we can just go to CMD here. We see this one. Then this one we can just call it add new. Then we go to caption to, that is the control name. I want you to see where. Therefore this one is add new. Then you can go to this one. You can have this one as save. Then here we call it save, the same. Then you can have update. Then we go to this point here with the caption. Therefore you also have update that way. Then you can just have this one as for scrolling. This one you can just call it next. The same case here. Next. Then this one previous. The same case here, previous. Then we can have refresh. Then we can have reload. You can have it here as a reload. Then after having those ones, we have reload. You can have delete. You can also have here as delete. You can add the last one here to find. You can just go to this point, you hit this hammer toolbox, then you can draw one button here to search record. You can just call it find. Then here you can call it find record. Then after having this button here to find record, that way we can have the upload button here to upload photos, and therefore we just come to this point and type this one. This is upload. Then we shall have this one as upload photo. Then if I run our system so far, you can see that our system is still nice, looks nice. Therefore we shall be now putting functionalities on this system of ours, and for that case we can reduce the size of our property sheet, this one for a property. Then scroll down, make sure that our buttons are actually attractive. You can just take the shape and draw that one there. Then we shall have these buttons of ours modified well, so that we can now go straight to coding. Then we can be in a position to make sure that our system is attractive and functional. Therefore those are how those ones look like. You can do the same to this. Go to board 10, you can have it as 10, then okay. There we are. Therefore our GUI looks like this. We are now set to go to doing our other part. Therefore let's now start by doing the form road. Therefore you can just click on any of these ones. Like now if I double click the form, it will take me to form road event. And to start with, we shall start by typing the display of combo boxes, how combo boxes will be displaying data. And therefore for that case we shall type that combo one dot add item, whatever we want it added. This is computer engineering. Then we can just copy this, then paste to avoid you typing so much. Therefore you can still have that the next one is not computer engineering, but we can have something like agriculture economics. Then you can also have copy these two. Now we need several, we paste them. Therefore the next one can be something different, like for example we can just have education. Then you can have the last one here, you can have it as medicine. Therefore after having that, what I am actually doing here, when the form loads, if I save this one and load my form, combo 1 should display that one, you see. Therefore combo 1 will display the courses that I have typed there. That is what I'm doing. Then from there we go and see what combo 3 will be doing. Therefore combo 3 dot add item, it will display semester 1, semester 2. Therefore combo 3 will display semester 1. We can copy this for combo 3. Therefore for combo 3 we paste there, paste, 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 paste. Therefore we have semester 2, semester 3, semester 4, semester 5. We can have that one. Therefore when the form loads now, combo 3 should display semesters, but combo 1, that is the department, should display that one. Now we need to also type what happens in combo 2. Therefore what happens in combo 2 should be typed in combo 1, and for that case we just come to this point, then choose combo 1. Therefore we can just choose combo 2, that is combo 1, sorry, combo 1. Then it is combo 1 when we click what happens. Therefore it is not when you change. You remove this one. Therefore combo 1, when we click, what happens in combo 2, and therefore what will happen, combo 2 will be cleared. Therefore it will be combo 2 dot clear. Then you shall come here and say if combo 2, that is if combo 1 dot text equals to this one's computer engineering, equals to computer engineering, what happens? Therefore if if our combo 1 equals to computer engineering, then what should be added in combo 2? Therefore I shall have combo 2 dot add item. What will be added in computer engineering? We shall have computer hardware. Then we shall also have, copy this one there, we paste. Therefore we shall also have computer software displayed. Also we shall have computer technician's course displayed there. Then else if combo 1 dot text equals to, now the next course is this one. If it is agriculture economics, if it is agriculture economics, what happens? Then we can just copy this to avoid wastage of time typing. Just edit, therefore copy and see. Therefore if it is agriculture economics, then we can have agriculture and soil. Then you can also have water engineering here, or horticulture. We may have horticulture. We can also have in this field we can also have water engineering as a sub topic. Then we can also copy this, or we have 4 parts. Therefore you can just include this one here. Else if it is education, if combo 1 is education, what happens? Then you can have something like You can have physics, you can have chemistry, you can also have something like mathematics. Lastly, we have that one. If combo 1 is equals to medicine, if it is equal to medicine, what happens? Then you can have something like in medicine you can have pharmacy. In medicine you can have something like dental. Let's just have that one. Then you can also have something like surgery. Good. Then and if let's see what we have so far. We save that one, then run. Therefore, when I come to this point and choose computer, this one, object required, let's see, we have probably written some spelling mistake. Combo should be combo, not comb. Therefore, VB will always correct you. Therefore, department, if I choose this one, you see what happens. If I choose computer engineering, then computer hardware, computer software, computer technician is displayed. If I choose medicine, then pharmacy, dental surgery, etc. will be displayed. The agriculture economics, then the courses under that one will be displayed. Therefore, so far you see that one is complete. That is the coding part of the coding part of that one is done. Then we can do the coding part of the photo. That is how the photo will be displayed. Therefore, what you need to have here is to make sure that your common control, that is the common control, this one now, that the one we pressed here, this icon here, that is the common dialog control. Let's just go to the object. I am talking about this one. This one is pressed here, but it is not. It is usually not visible. Therefore, what you need to do is to double click the upload button. Then once you double click on the upload button here, we shall type our code here. We can just cut it, take it up here, so that you can see vividly what I'm doing. Therefore, here, this is where we shall type your code. Therefore, we shall type about that one. That is common dialog 1 dot that is dot show open. That is show open. That is the first line you write. Then again, common dialog 1 dot filter. That is dot filter. That way, dot filter equals to what? Equals to JPEG. Then you put a pipe, that one. Then or dot JPG. There, because some of the photos will be JPG, the others will be JPEG. Then from there, what happens? You shall have a variable there that will be referenced as common dialog 1. That is common dialog 1 dot filter, now name of the photo. Then from there we drew picture box, picture dot, that is picture 1 dot that is dot picture equals to road picture, that is the now referenced. Now, before I get out of this, we have to declare this variable here, and therefore I just come to this point here, there. Then we have to declare that one as string. Therefore, you just come to this point and then say dim str as string, that way. that one must be declared up there. Therefore, when I run this one and click on this one, you see now it's opening. It is trying to get where my pictures are. You see now I can be in a position to upload a photo that way, but still these buttons are inactive, meaning still we have not done much. Therefore, let's carry on. After now having done that one, we can do the database connection so that we can be in a position to feel really we are doing a good job. For that case, we shall just come to this point here, dim con, that is connection, as we shall use, this time round I not use Adobe, but Adobe dot, if we shall use Adobe dot connection, that way. Then we shall declare our record source, dim rs, that is our record source, as new Adobe, as a new Adobe dot record set, that way. Therefore, you have to initialize these variables so that you can call them somewhere in the code. Then from there, you need to do the connection inside the form road. Therefore, I shall do the connection here. This is where I will type the code for connection. Therefore, we shall just type it as con dot open. Then we open our connection. Therefore, our connection will be provider equals to Microsoft, that is Microsoft dot jet or db dot 4.0, then data source. This is where your database is located. Data source. Now data source equals to where your data is located. We shall paste that one later. Then we finish with the semicolon. Then persist .mdb, that is Microsoft database. Therefore, that is our connection. Then after having done this code, remember you can get this example in my website exactly the way it is. Therefore, don't worry about the codes. You will copy the codes from my website. I will upload this one exactly as it looks like. Therefore, you can still connect our record source, and therefore our record source dot open. Then we initialize SQL, select or, that is select or from our table name. We also need to go to our database and check our table name. What is our table name? Therefore, yes, let's see, our table name is profile. You see, our table name is profile, and therefore we also need to do that one. Therefore, go to your database, and then we are selecting or from profile, that is our table name, from profile. Then we will just type con, that is the connection. We declared that one. We choose this one as the first option there, dynamic, comma. Then you choose crop, that is pessimistic, that way. Therefore, this is what we type here. Remember, as I have promised you, you can get all these codes on my website the way it is, the way I have written it, so that you can practice using it. Then after now having done that, select profile, that is our table. Now we can go ahead and see whether data can be added to our database. And therefore, for that case, after now doing the connection, we can add other codes in our database. Like for example, we can just add them here. Let's just add them somewhere here. I want to use this space so that it can be well captured. And for that case, let's type the code for let's just go to our object view object. We need to have code for add new. Therefore, code for add new, it is rs dot add new dot add new. Then we need to clear the contents of whichever was there. When you click on add new, then the content will be displayed. Then the next thing to do there, we can also go ahead and display text. Therefore, we shall be displaying text. We shall be clearing text from there. Therefore, this one is for add new, and that means when you type something, then press add new, that button will work. But since we have included clear sub procedure here, let's have it here. That is for the clearing text. That one will make sure that text is cleared as we go on, and therefore we shall just have the sub clear, that is a subroutine or a sub procedure for clearing, and therefore it will clear text 1.text equals to blank. Then text 2.text equals to blank, that is empty. It will just clear that one. Then you have the date picker. The date picker will not be just be cleared like any other, but will be displayed or set to a certain value. Therefore, you can just write that this is the DTP picker dot. That is our date picker. We called it dpicker1 dot value equals to date. We can just give it to 01/01/2001, just to make sure that when you see that date, you know that it has been reset by our code. Then we have option 2.value. Option 2.value should be equals to false. That is male should be equals to false. Female option 1 should be equal to false. Also should be equal to false. Then after doing that, we have combo 1.text equals to empty. Then we have combo 2.text also should be equal to empty. Then what will happen to our picture box? Our picture 1.picture should be equal to road picture to blank. Therefore, our picture also should be blank. Therefore, this is the sub program or sub routine or sub that is the sub program for clearing, and that is the one that I have called here. That means when you click on add new, this one will be executed as together with this one. Then on the other hand, we can still go ahead and put a reload sub function. That one will make sure that the system is refreshed to capture new. Therefore, just go to view object, then we can just go to reload. Therefore, we can just have that one for that is for reload. Now for reload, we shall not actually have a button to be clicked. We shall remove that one. We can just have a sub program. Therefore, we can just have the sub reload that way. Then what happens? Our record source dot open will do an SQL. We'll do select all from our table. Our table is profile. That's how we put it. Then comma our connection. We check for our connection. Then we shall choose this one as dynamic. Then this one as pessimistic. Therefore, that one will be the reload sub procedure. Then on the other hand, we shall also include another one for refresh. Therefore, we shall also be doing some refreshing. wherever our system or wherever we save something, then we can do a bit of refresh of, we shall be refreshing the data by hitting a button. Therefore, just go to our object. First of all, we have agreed we remove this one. We shall have be left with refresh. Therefore, refresh button, what will refresh do? It will cross the current running data, that is, it will cross the record source. Then res.open, it will go to our table and do some something there, some SQL select, or we are selecting or from our table is called profile. Then from our table profile, it will also work with our connection, just as we have done to all others. Then that one, that is for refresh. Then we are not yet done with this one for refresh. We can still add more lines of code. Therefore, this one will just take if not record source dot end of file, that means end of file, then the record source will move next. It will move next. Then it will run display. What will happen here after it does this, it will display the data. Therefore, we shall also create another sub procedure called display to display data. Therefore, we shall have that one else. Then what will happen? MSG box will give a message. It will give a message that no record found. That way, no record found. Then we can terminate that one with and if. Then before we can now go and see how our database is doing, we have to make sure that data saved in our database, that is in Microsoft Access, is being displayed. It is being displayed by having to write a sub procedure called display, and then that one will be very important. Therefore, you can just write sub display, and this is the one that will read data from the data or display data from the database. Therefore, this one we shall have to write that text1, that is our roll number dot text, equals to where, that is our record source will read our record source, it will read our record source roll number. Then the next one is text2 dot text equals to our record source, it will read name. Then our date picker 1 dot value, that is dot value, will be equals to our record source, that is our record source DOB, date of birth, DOB, that's why it will read. Then we shall have if our record source gender, if our record source gender equals to male, then what happens? Then it will check option. It will check option 1 dot value equals to true. It will be equals to true. Else option 2 dot value equals to true. Then and if we continue, combo 1 dot text equals to our record source department. Then our combo 2 dot text equals to our record, that is semester. Then our combo 3 dot record source, that is our combo 3 dot text equals to our record. It will read our record address. Sorry, not address, but combo 3 reads semester. Combo 2 reads courses. This reads course. Then we have text4. Therefore, text4 dot text dot text equals view object. Then we go to save button and double click. Then we can write the code for saving rs dot feeds. Then what are we saving? The field name. The first field name is roll number, and then this one is roll number dot, we close the bracket, dot value. Therefore dot value equals to text1 dot text, that way. Then we can copy this to have the other one. If we can copy that one, then we paste this one, that one. The next one is for name, that is for name, and therefore this is for name. Name is text2. Then you can have for the that is for the date of birth. Therefore this is for date of birth, DOB. Now for the DOB, it is equals to date picker 1. Yeah, it is date picker 1 dot value. This is not dot text. Then from there we can have the other one. The other one is for and is for department. For department, therefore for department is combo 1. Copy this for the combos. The other one is for courses. For course is combo 2. Then paste for semester, that is for semester. For semester is combo 3, that way. Then you can just go and do the other ones for male and female, that is for the gender. And therefore for dot feeds, then we have gender. Remember gender, you have option 1, and therefore for gender equals to option 1 dot caption. Therefore that is for gender, we have that one dot caption, and therefore we shall just have an if function up here. Say if option 1 dot value equals to, that is if option equals to true, then this feed should be displayed as that one, else it is feed 2 that will be active. And for that case, else you paste this one, else this one should be true instead of 1. Therefore else it should be that one, that is option 2 dot text. Then from there, and if. Therefore this is for the save button. Then from there we shall have a message box, MSG box. The record is saved. The record is saved successfully. You can have maybe information, then the heading save. saved, done, saving, done. That is the title. Then rc.update the system, the program will update the system. Therefore, let's just see what we have. Roll number we can have 4500. Then we can have Don Ichai, then phone number, then you can have the address, then department we choose, computer engineering, computer hardware, then I'm in semester 1, then date of birth, let's just work with NA for now, then mail, then I can choose my photo there, then save. Therefore, let's see what is not working. If I just run it again, first of all, add a new, then you can have the roll number, Don Gichai, phone number, then you can have an address, then department of computer engineering, computer hardware, semester 1, that one can remain, mail, then have that one, then save. Very good. Therefore, saving done. The record is saved successfully. This is what I expected. Then we still add another guy. Now what you need to do is to realize that you need to make sure that when you hit new, this one is cleared. And for that case, we have to finish on coding the other buttons so that you see now the operation will always be successful. Therefore, let's continue and finish up with the other buttons to eradicate all errors that are supposed to that we don't actually need to get. Therefore, for that case, let's have to code the other buttons. Then we just go to view, object, then we can now code the we had done refresh. Profile this. We had done refresh, that is good. Let's go back. Let's go to next. Yeah, let's try to look at how the next button looks like. We need to have it fixed so that whenever the record is being navigated to, we can be in a position to have the code. Therefore, this one is rs dot move next, and then we shall have display. That is display. That is whatever we did. Then we can go on, have the previous button done. For the previous button, we shall have record source dot move previous. That is move previous. Then it will check if not, if record source is not at the beginning of the file. Then then it should run our procedure display, then display. Else it should go back or go to the next record. Else let's go to the last one, work with the last one. Therefore, if it's not that way, then it will go to the last one and run display. And if that is for that one, then we also need to code for other buttons like delete, update. But meanwhile, let's just see whether we are. Therefore, we can go to this part again. Then we can just look at the code for update. Therefore, the code for updating this one is just the code for saving, only that we shall remove the photo part. If I just go to where the code for saving is, just check save, where the save is. This is the code we wrote for saving. Therefore, I shall have the same code here. this one. We just copy this, then go to where, just go back to view object, then double click update, paste it there. Therefore the update button should just be having the same, only that we can comment this one. Therefore by putting apostrophe there, that means this one will not be executable. And then we can just change this one to data, that is record is updated. Then you can just add the heading here, that is update is done, that way. Therefore basically this code is used for editing. We shall use it for editing. Then we can still go ahead and look at that is the code for delete. This one I have just put it here. Therefore this is the code for delete. The first thing, confirm message box, it will ask you, do you wanna delete, yes or no. Then it will give VB critical information. Confirm delete is the title. Therefore if confirm is VBS, that is this VBS here, then it will delete the record, and then it will give a message, record deleted, done. Else if the message is not deleted, or else if the confirm is VB no, because you can see it is VBS no, then it will say not yet deleted, and then it will be in a position to cruise. Therefore basically you will get all these codes for free on my website, so that you can be in a position to see all that I have taken you through. That is the connection, how to assign that one. Then we are left with creating the find button. We can create, that is the find button, so that we can be in a position to see if a document or if a record needed to be found within no time, or within, for example, a second or so. How can you accomplish that? Therefore first of all we can just run our system so far and see how we have. We can add 1000, we just add a guy Peter, then his phone number, then his address, Mumbai. Then we can choose the department, education. He's taking chemistry, semester 5. Then for the date you can choose the date. Then mail, then you can just go and take his photo from the system. Then you can just save. Therefore student pro data is saved. Now once you save the data that way, you can go previous. You're in a position to see the ones that I have fed that way. These are the ones that we have fed. Then you can still refresh the data here. We shall work on this button, but for now I want us to make this one functional. Like for example, if I'm in a certain record, I type 1000, then I hit this button, it should load the 1000, that is the student 1000. Therefore let's see how to go about that one. We just stop our program, go to view, then object, then double click find. Therefore in the find we can just put a comment, find code. Remember that one is a comment, it will not be executed. Therefore this code we do is rs cross. It will cross the record source. Then just go to rs.open. Then we have our SQL statement, and that is select or, that means or from our table is called profile, that is where we have to use the keyword where now our roll number equals to it is our roll number equals to what, plus our text one, which we are using dot, that is our text one dot text, that is the text that we shall be using, plus now the information in that text, that way. Then we put con, then another comma, we shall have this one. We shall have select all from profile, where this is the keyword, where our roll number, let's just see from here, where our field is roll number, our roll number equals to, therefore this is the code for find. You can just have it, and this is how it looks like. Therefore the code will select from a table called profile in our database, where it will check for the roll number, where the roll number is text1. Therefore whatever you type in text1 will be displayed by find command. And then from there we can just go to this one. Like for example, we have a student with the code 1000. Therefore when you type 1000 and find this one, you see now this person will be displayed. If we have EEE, then find, you see now this student is found. Therefore when you add another new student, when you click on add, you see it empties this by the help of the clear sub procedure, and then it enables you to work on a new record. For instance, we can have 2000, then this time around we can have Belinda, and we have her phone number, then her addresses, Dubai, then we can have taking medicine, pharmacy, then same stuff. Then you can choose the date, her date of birth there, female, then upload the photo. So you can just search for Belinda that way, then you save the record. Therefore once you do that, if you go to previous, now since you have done that one, you can just let's fix that, and if we wanted to refresh before we go back, like now let's search 2000. Good, there we are. Therefore you can see now we have been in a position to get the find record here, and we can also try to get a record like EEE find, then we delete this. Therefore you see confirm delete. Do you want to delete? Yes, the record is deleted. Therefore when now we refresh, we try to get that record. You see now the record is not there, and it has resulted to an error message. Therefore if we get another student here, the student will be found in the database, since the record is there using that code of that is the code for find. Then we can make sure that if for example I click now this updated, update is done and record is updated. Okay, basically that's how you can come up with a student management system using VB. My advice would be you just go to my website. I will drop the link of my website below this video, so that you can be in a position to get the codes. The codes are all there, exactly the way they looks like. Therefore, you can practice. You can copy paste them and adjust them to help you come up with a good system in future. Therefore, I'm grateful. Remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and also remember to share my videos to other students or to other friends so that they can also learn. Therefore, thank you very much for watching. See you in my next video.